So with election campaigning under full swing, we're going to get a lot of press coverage and a lot of interviews. And a lot of people will say silly things. Today's star is Damian Hinds, currently an education minister. During the course of this car crash interview, he managed to claim that 28 pence saving and the fact that pensioners don't have to fill out some paperwork is something that they should be very grateful for. And he manages to get confused on who should be apologising to Angela Rayner. Is it Keir Starmer or James Daly, the guy who actually put a complaint in about Angela Rayner? And throughout it, he just looks confused and baffled. And it's amazing that it would send somebody out as bad as this to represent the party coming up for an election. And yet the entire interview is just lies and nonsense and deflection. I mean, how can anybody look at this and think, yeah, I trust them to be in government again?
Join us. I know that you want to talk to me about Mickey Mouse degrees this morning and the money that you save you're going to be spending on apprenticeships instead. Tell me more.
Well, that's not phraseology that you've heard coming from us, but we do want to make sure
that... So is
it
incorrect?
We do want to make... Bear with me. We want to make sure that every young person has access to the very best opportunities. It's a really important time in people's lives. You never get that time back.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the apprenticeship starts by age and level. And from 2015 to 2022-23, that's gone down from 131,400 to 77,000. So there's some investment to be done there. Must try harder. So
what we've done, Kay, is really raise the bar on apprenticeship. So comparing now with 10 years ago is not a like-for-like. It's not a like-for-like comparison. We've made sure that there's a minimum length of apprenticeship. We've legislated that there should be at least 20% of time off the job. We've created the Institute for Apprenticeships and made sure that apprenticeship standards that replace the old frameworks, these standards now are designed by employers and ensure a level of quality. There is the opportunity now to grow that very significantly. 100,000 more apprenticeships is what we're going to do. And that means widening opportunities. It doesn't mean taking away opportunity from anybody. It means widening opportunities.
How are you going to pay for that?
Well, so we are going to grow apprenticeships by 100,000. The Labour policy would result in halving the number of apprenticeships. So we are growing very significantly. And to repeat, they are these higher quality apprenticeships. Now, you asked how we would pay for it. And of course, there is a cost, about £900 million.
Where's that coming from?
And we are going to fund that from reducing spend, because although young people are taking out student loans, there is also effectively a state subsidy to that, because not everybody pays off their loan. So we're going to reduce the amount of money that goes into degrees. The ones that aren't performing well, it's a small minority.
Which ones?
Well, I'm not going to... It would be wrong of me, Kay, to come on your programme and start name-checking individual courses, because there are individual young people, undergraduates, doing those courses right now, and it would not be fair.
You wouldn't strip the rug from under them,
It would not be fair to them.
Let me just pick you up on that. Are you saying that you would, people who are already on a course, you would stop that course halfway through?
No, we are not.
So what difference does it make?
No, it's about saying, and by the way, it's not for politicians to point this one and that one and say, I do like that course, I don't like that course.
That's exactly what you're doing.
No, it's not. What's new in what we're announcing now is that we are going to legislate to make sure that where an individual course is not performing as it should, is not giving that opportunity, is not being valued for time as well as money for that young person, that it shouldn't be able to recruit new people onto that course.
Let me point out to you, Minister, that you're not going to legislate. You're only going to legislate if you win the next election.
That is true of most government. That is true of most proposals.
You're not in toto anymore, in Kansas anymore, toto, I should say. Many university pensioners rely solely on their state pension, because the state pension was your big sell yesterday, would save just £14.60 a year by 2028, about 28 pence a week, some of them. I mean, that's not much of a...
Well, it's not only the money. It's not only the money. There's also the admin that comes with having to pay tax. And look, it's been an important point all the way through.
It's a big sell yesterday, 28p pensioners this week. Today, I should say.
I think it's an important principle actually as well. It's an important principle. It's an important principle they shouldn't now. And
by 2028.
Then you should put that point next to me. You've got a Labour person on here.
Don't you worry, I'm okay doing my Labour interviews.
Because they have not said they would match it. So you will face that
What can you buy with 28
and I do repeat, it's not only about the money. There is a principle involved here, but there's also, you know, the administration that comes with being drawn into income tax, which I don't think people who are just on the basic state pension should have to deal with.
Nigel Farage says Reform UK is the new Conservatives.
Does he now?
Yes, he does. What would you say in response?
I would say the Conservatives are the new Conservatives. I would say in this election, it is us that's got the fresh new ideas. It's Rishi Sunak setting out a bold plan. You haven't really heard anything, you know, let's be honest. You haven't heard anything from Sir Keir Starmer and the Labour crew. They're just saying the same old things over and over.
On about Labour. I'll deal with Labour.
Over and over
you
again.
Tell me what your plans are.
We're in a competitive election here, and there is a real choice. The choice is between Labour and Conservative.
Should the party, or James Daly MP in particular, apologise to Angela Rayner, given that she has been completely cleared by Greater Manchester Police?
But there are processes to go through. That process with GMP has been gone through. Look, this all could have been cleared up a great deal earlier had Sir Keir Starmer simply read Angela's tax advice and it had been published. And that, I think, is
and now it has been
regrettable.
cleared up. Should there be an apology to her?
From Keir?
No, from James Daly.
No, look, as I say, all of this could have been cleared up much sooner. It was in the gift of the leader of the Labour Party to do that, and it didn't happen.
The Conservative Party is facing oblivion if they keep taking away things from young people, forcing them into slave labour with their national service, and cutting university courses, or restricting the ability for them to get on the property ladder. It won't be endearing many people to vote for them. But that's a them problem. And if they can't see that, then they deserve everything they get. Damian Hinds is the second car crash interview we've had this week, with the first being James Cleverly. And that you can see in the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.